Eric gathered his fellow warriors at the shores of the Sweden, eager to share tales of adventure and trade. Preparing for the journey, Eric meticulously checks his weapons and packs essential supplies for the voyage. With fierce determination, Eric leads his crew into their longship, embarking on the unpredictable sea. As they sail northeast, Eric recalls stories of the Rus people and their incredible wealth. Days turn into weeks as they navigate through treacherous waters, facing storms and fog. Finally, the silhouette of the Rus's land comes into view, promising new opportunities and challenges. Upon landing, Eric and his men are met with curiosity from the local townsfolk. Eric engages in conversation, trading stories and establishing bonds with the locals. As trade conversations deepen, Eric learns about the vast riches of the East and the valuable furs. With newfound knowledge, Eric strategizes with his crew about potential trade routes. The crew prepares for their first trading expedition into the heart of the Rus lands. Sailing up the river, Eric feels a mix of excitement and apprehension as the landscape changes. The crew encounters various challenges on their journey, including navigating dangerous rapids. After treacherous waters, they arrive at a vibrant trading outpost, bustling with merchants and goods. In awe of the wealth, Eric starts bartering with local traders, exchanging furs for precious metals. As trading progresses, Eric consolidates important alliances necessary for future ventures. As the sun sets, Eric reflects on the day's achievements and future possibilities. Setting sail back home, Eric dreams of the wealth yet to be discovered in these lands. Back in Sweden, Eric shares his experiences with curious villagers eager for news from the East. Encouraged by his success, Eric begins planning a larger expedition with more warriors to explore further east. Eric gathers his seasoned warriors, sharing tales of bravery and the unknown wealth awaiting them in the East. Meticulously checking his weapons, Eric sharpens his sword beside the longship, ensuring every detail is ready for the challenges ahead. With a powerful shout, Eric leads his crew aboard the longship, igniting a spirit of adventure among his men. As they sail northeast, Eric reflects on the stories shared by old sailors about the riches of the Rus people. Days become weeks. Navigation grows treacherous as storms whip across the sea, testing their resolve. Finally, the silhouette of the Rus's land appears on the horizon, a beacon of hope for the weary sailors. On landing, Eric and his men are greeted by the curious gazes of local townsfolk, eager to know the newcomers. Engaging in storytelling, Eric and the locals exchange tales, fostering camaraderie and understanding between them. As trade talks thrive, Eric learns of the furs that could be brought back to Sweden for profit. With insights gained, Eric gathers his crew to discuss potential lucrative trade routes for future voyages. Preparing for the first trading journey into the heart of Rus lands, excitement and nerves ripple through the crew. As they venture upriver, Eric feels anticipation and the thrill of the unknown course ahead. Navigating dangerous rapids, Eric displays his skill as a captain, guiding the crew through perilous waters. After a harrowing journey, they finally arrive at a vibrant trading outpost, bustling with merchants and exotic goods. In awe of the wealth surrounding him, Eric begins bartering with local traders for precious metals. As trading progresses, Eric forges vital alliances for future ventures, solidifying his presence in the Rus lands. As the sun sets, Eric pensively reflects on the day's successes and considers future possibilities. Setting sail to return home, Eric dreams of the treasures yet to be uncovered in these promising lands. Home in Sweden, Eric shares tales of his journey with eager villagers, enriching their lives with knowledge from afar. Inspired by his success, Eric begins planning a larger expedition to explore further east, eager for more adventures. Eric gathers his crew in the longship's hold, marking the beginning of their grand venture with prayers to the gods. Setting sail again, Eric's heart races with a mix of fear and hope as the wind fills their sails. Approaching a dense fog, Eric tries to rally his crew, instilling courage amidst confusion. Emerging from the fog, a grand river opens up before them, lined with towering trees and wildlife. Reaching a bustling harbour town, the crew feels invigorated by the vibrancy of life around them. Intrigued by local goods, Eric approaches a merchant showcasing exquisite furs and crafted jewellery. Successful negotiations lead to a celebration where Eric and locals share food and stories by a roaring fire. With successful trades completed, Eric maps potential routes for further exploration, eyes gleaming with ambition. As dawn breaks, Eric gathers his crew to discuss their next destination, excitement buzzing in the air. Charging into previously uncharted territories, Eric's crew faces the thrill of the unknown, nerves electrified. Unexpectedly, jagged rocks appear. Eric's swift commands save the longship from disaster. Reaching a hidden cove, Eric orders the ship to dock, eager to explore new lands. On land, Eric discovers remnants of previous travellers, igniting curiosity about prior expeditions. Exploring further inland, Eric and his crew stumble upon a unique settlement filled with diverse cultures. Gaining trust with the locals, Eric participates in communal celebrations, strengthening cultural ties. Through shared stories, Eric learns of hidden treasures deep within the heart of these lands. Resolved to uncover these treasures, Eric begins formulating plans with his crew, strategy in their minds. Equipped with knowledge and determination, Eric leads his crew back to the longship, ready for the adventure ahead. As they sail towards the uncharted territories, the thrill of anticipation buzzes through the crew. Days of travel bring hardships, yet Eric's steadfast leadership keeps the crew united and focused. Coming upon a cluster of islands, Eric decides to explore, hoping for new discoveries. Eric and his crew row towards the nearest island, their spirits lifted by the promise of discovery. On the island, Eric's crew excitedly explores, uncovering exotic fruits and fresh water. Eric discovers ancient stone carvings, igniting his curiosity about the island's past. Inspired, Eric rallies his men to excavate the area, hoping to uncover more secrets. As they dig, they uncover a hidden cave entrance, shrouded in mystery. Mighty torches illuminated the cave, revealing walls adorned with remarkable murals. Suddenly, they stumble upon a cache of gleaming treasures buried in the cave's depths. Ecstatic with their find, Eric carefully divides the spoils among his crew. With their newfound treasures, Eric plans their next steps and the journey home.